Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, it's been so crazy lately, but I finally have the time to do a video. And today I'm going to be doing just a simple back to school fresh face, how to beat the heat. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, first off I'll be starting with this toner from Neutrogena. So now that I'm done with that, I will be going in with this Urban Decay Prep Spray. And just shake it up a bit. I usually do 3 to 4 sprays. Next up, I got a moisturize, so I will be using this oil of Olay lotion. This is just a preference. I've been using this since I can remember. My mom got me started on this. So I just take a little dab on my palm, and most people don't normally apply lotion like this, but this is just what works for me. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I do have dry patches alongside my eye, so I just dab it on my finger and I'll put some right under my eye, and I just found this works better for me. It helps a lot with the makeup applications, but like concealer, it helps it from creasing and things like that. So I just let it sit under my eye for a while, and meanwhile I apply the rest all over. So now meanwhile I'm gonna let this sit while I put on my eyebrows. I do have a separate tutorial for that, so I'll be back in a bit. Now that I have my eyebrows done, and as you can tell, my skin has absorbed most of the lotion under my eye. So right now I would be doing any eye makeup, you know, eyeshadow, whatever, all that fun stuff. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to save that for another time, and I'm just going to go straight into my face routine. So starting off, I will be getting a Kleenex and just kind of rub the edge a bit, and then you'll see that there's 3 pieces to this, so I will be taking 1 piece, and then I will be going with a sponge. I'll get a sponge, put it in the middle, just kind of wrap it around the tissue itself, and this is just to prevent any oil from shining throughout the day, so I can keep my makeup as matte as I like it. So then I will just be dabbing all alongside the face, absorbing any oil. And before I do that, let me just kind of smooth on through any lotion that I have under my eye, so it's not too much. Alright, here we go. And what's good about this is that you can still use a sponge later because it's the Kleenex that's absorbing all the oil, any excess oil from the lotion. That way you don't look too greasy throughout the day. You don't have to keep reapplying. And next up is my concealer routine, and I'll be making a separate tutorial for that just so it's easier for everyone to get to it, in case that's all you're trying to learn how to do or just want to see the way I do it. So I will be putting that link down as well as a brow tutorial link on the bottom, so bear with me, be right back. So next up, I will be going in with this Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Primer. And I'll be applying this with a sponge, not my hands. So now that I have primed my face, next up I will be going in with this Physicians Formula. It's a color correcting powder, and this I found also helps with my pores. As you can tell, I do have some very large pores, and I got this little trick from Wayne Goss. If you don't follow him, please do. I love his channel, always finding some new tips and tricks and even find ways to make it my own. So I will be using this Morphe brush and just kind of dabbing it throughout. I usually stick with the green and yellow just because I do have redness and I do have some acne scars. So with that darkness, I try to cover that. So I just kind of pat it in and then I buff it out. Okay, so now that I've worked in that color correcting powder, as you can kind of tell, it's helped out quite a bit with my pores. So I will be going in with this BB cream from Maybelline only because I do break out a lot, so this is very preventative. A lot of people think, oh yeah, your skin is so clean all the time, this and that, and this is why, honestly. So I will be using this stippling brush from e.l.f. This is the only thing that I use to apply my BB creams, my foundation, all that fun stuff. I love this brush. It's perfect to me. So a lot of people apply this by putting it on their hand first, and for me that's, it's just a waste of the product, honestly. It just, you know, seeps into the skin, and why not just put it on the brush itself? You're gonna stipple it anyway. So I'm just gonna apply it directly to the brush, and I'm just gonna be using a little dab, not too much. You don't need too much of this. Oh, by the way, this was in the color medium deep. So just stipple it on. And then I buff it out. Alright, so now that I worked that BB cream in, a lot of people would just set it with powder. That's fine, but me personally, I do like a bit more coverage. So I will be going in with this Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation, which I love, 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 love. And same thing, I just apply it directly onto the brush and stipple it in. So here we go. Now that I'm done with that foundation, I will be setting it with the Matte and Poreless powder. And again, using my Morphe powder brush. And just gently dusting it all over. So next up, I will be going in with some highlighter. I'm not sure where exactly this is from. This was actually a gift, but it is a amazing highlighter. I love this thing. So thank you for the gift. And I will be using my little fan brush here. Just kind of going side to side. And this is just my preference. I just tap it on the cheekbone and fan it out. So next up I will be applying blush, and I'll be using my Morphe blush brush. And this one is from Maybelline. It's a Dream Bouncy blush, and it is called Plum Wine. And just apply that in circular motion and out. Alright, so next up, just to make my eyes appear a little bit more open, I'll just curl my eyelashes. And now that I've curled my lashes, I will be going in with Maybelline. This is in the palette Sunlit Bronze. And I will be using this color just to highlight the inner corner of my eyes so they appear a lot more bright and awake. I usually just grab it with a little applicator inside and just dab it in the middle, kind of work my way up. This is just what I'm used to. Other side as well. And just to finish it off, I can either just go with the mascara or just leave them as is, but I'm just going to go with the clear mascara for my eyelashes from e.l.f. And just a couple coats. And now to finish everything off, I will be using a setting spray, of course, but I use two. So I'll be going in with Urban Decay's De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray, and again with the All Nighter. And the reason I use two, I can't commit to one. I just can't do it. I've tried using the Oil Slick one by itself, and I've caked. I've tried using the all-nighter one. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but it works so much better when I work both of them together. So like it recommends online, it says to do an X and then for the T-zone. So initially I'm gonna go in with this one, which I sometimes do right after applying my foundation as well, and I do forget a lot of the times, so I just apply it at the end like I'm doing right now. So if you remember, hey, it works a whole lot better if right after you apply the foundation, spray this and then go in with the powders and then use the all-nighter. But for right now, I'm just gonna do this. So shake it up a bit. And then spray an X. Alright, and now I'm going in with the all-nighter. And then a T. Alright, so there you go. That's my routine for beating the heat. I'm making sure that my makeup stays intact, even between jobs, because it's so hectic right now, and plus the humidity. I don't need to have a cake face right now or having anything crease, but keep in mind I do every now and then use my rice paper, and this one I get from Sally's, and it does help, but honestly with this routine I find myself not having to use them as often. So I hope it works just as well for you guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.